not many animals are known to hunt bats in Europe. By far the most dangerous predator is the common house cat, familiar to humans as a furry, purring presence at the fireside all winter long. The cat is a frequent killer of bats in the springtime. Stray cats pose a particular threat. They've been observed killing large numbers of bats without apparent reason, leaving the bodies of their victims uneaten. Few animals are specialized predators of bats. In Asia, there's a species of buzzard that survives by feeding on bats as they emerge from their underground hideouts at dusk to feed. And in tropical regions, reptiles are also known to augment their diets with bats now and then, but rarely to a significant extent. Every evening at dusk, millions of winged predators take off for another night of hunting insects. In temperate climate zones, it's estimated that bats consume several million tons of insects each year. Before the advent of pesticides, the bat populations were more numerous and denser than they are today. It's plain that bats are good neighbors. They rid people of unwanted insects in return for the various advantages they derive from living close to human populations. We still have much to learn about bat reproduction. Mating season begins in early autumn. Among the first signs that the season has started is the growth of the male's genital organs, which remain hidden during the rest of the year. Faithfulness is not a feature of sexual behavior among bats. There are no permanent bonds between couples. Males will mate with several females. In some species, the males establish harems of about 10 females, separating them from the main body of the colony during the reproductive period. Some of these females may also turn promiscuous, leaving the group to mate with a different male and join a new harem. While mating, they will occasionally emit cries, and the female will allow her partner to give her a few more amorous bites. A mating session can last up to a half an hour, during which numerous couplings may occur. Such behavior is fairly common in the animal world. Less common is an intriguing aspect of bat reproduction that is unique to mammals. Mating season doesn't correspond to the period during which females are fertile. The result is a reproductive pattern known to biologists as delayed ovulation. Since the female has not ovulated when insemination occurs, she must store the male's sperm in her reproductive tract during the entire winter. Only in the spring will she ovulate and become pregnant. An exception to this pattern among European bats is Schreiber's bat. In that species, the female does ovulate during the autumn mating period, but the fertilized embryo is stored in her body until the spring, when it begins to develop. The warm season is now over. Temperatures have fallen, days are growing shorter, and food is becoming scarce. All these signals prime the bat's biological clock for the onset of winter. The time has come to make the trip to their hibernation sites. Some bats will travel 1,000 kilometers to their winter habitat. Others will travel a few hundred meters at most. Still others will simply move from the attic to the cellar. At the summer's end, bats will have eaten enough to store up a good supply of body fat to carry them through the long winter sleep. Most bats live away from humans, but some species live in close proximity. For the European bats that live near people, the choice of summer or winter homes can be made from among a variety of locations, ranging from the commonplace to the downright strange. Castles, built for luxury or fortification, offer numerous attics and cellars, undisturbed by tourists. Shelter is found in all kinds of constructions, old or new. Bats can also take up residence in wine cellars, in church belfries, in houses, with or without human inhabitants, and often under roads and railway bridges. Also behind window shutters, under roof tiles, in hollow trees, in a garden or a city square. Sometimes even behind a wall map in a school classroom. Or for music-loving bats, next to the organ pipes in a cathedral. Bats are not emissaries of the devil. No, bats aren't particularly